Hey, this is how I see it. We should play this game for life.
What game?
Macking, hanging.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
Welcome back to the Mackin' and Hangin' podcast. This is your host, Trey, and this is episode 100. We actually trying some brand new shit. Yo, Rico, unmute your goddamn mic, bro. Fuck wrong with dude and shit.
Yes, sir. The boys is back.
Hell yeah, we back like a motherfucker. And we got a we got a guest that's filling in until Meech figure out how to get a broomstick working properly for a mic with his broke ass.
Or if he's still a computer and shit.
Around with me.
Oh hell no, King. We already know what this is, bro. We already know what this shit is and shit.
Right,
We've been trying to figure out this remote situation because, as y'all know, episode 100 aired damn near for like a year ago and shit. That shit was like maybe a whole month ago, but my ass been in NYC just living a goddamn dream over here. And we've been working through a hell of logistics trying to figure out how can we get the pod to continue going and shit. So we figured that shit out. And my ass has just been in this bitch. I started up playing with toys and shit. I got a toy habit now. My bad, but yeah, I got a toy habit like a motherfucking shit. And I've been on adult friend finder and shit, looking for goddamn friends. Hey, unmute your mic, Rico. My bad. I muted your shit like a motherfucker. And yours, King.
This nigga is something else.
That's it, bro. What the fuck? Dude ain't say a goddamn word. What the fuck wrong with this? Dude, too damn ugly and shit, yo.
Where the fuck
Hey,
is
you know, I was
King
just
at?
thinking. No, King, King gonna say 2 words and shit. I actually think his ass just probably got locked up again and shit. You know, King
In a drug sting.
hell yeah. But nah, so this is episode 100. Or 101. We happen to be back and shit. We're gonna try to continue to keep this shit going. Meech is working on getting that goddamn mic and shit. But since I've been away, it's been so much wild shit that's been going on. But before we can even get into that, we aiming to keep this goddamn pod going and shit. Niggas made a humongous ass investment. Niggas bought mics and shit. Rico just bought a big ass mic. His wife bought him a computer and shit. We got
Hell
King.
yeah, shout out to my wife and shit.
Oh no, she
came
plugged
through.
you like a motherfucker.
She came through.
Yeah, she hooked you up like a motherfucker. I was like, damn. That's what's up, yo. Because I thought we originally tried to do the pod maybe like 2 weeks ago, but Rico had the oldest goddamn laptop. I used to use that laptop to edit the pod. And
Yeah, that shit was god awful as shit.
Bro, you see why that shit took me like 1,000 hours to fucking edit the goddamn pod and shit. That shit was
god ass awful. Now I see I want to apologize to you for rushing you with the pods and shit. That computer was god awful. It took 10 minutes just to turn on and shit.
Oh no, that shit took 10 minutes just to do a Google search and shit.
Yeah, that shit was god awful.
Yeah, that shit was too damn trash. So we trying to get this shit back popping. You know what I mean? Because when I posted that, you know, it was 100 episode, everybody was like hitting me up like, "Damn, bro, y'all niggas gone forever and shit." I'm like, "That what it sound like, bro." You know what I mean? I was telling everybody this shit was a wrap and shit. Like, "Hey, bro, I don't know if we can continue this shit." Even though I know in my mind, because I didn't realize how big of a urge I had to continue to record this shit. And I'm like, damn, I need to talk to these niggas badly.
Nah, because at first, hold on, let me say something, Trey. At first, this nigga Trey was out I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Trey was mentally out. Dog had went to New York. He started a new life. He down there deleted us and shit.
Hell
Dog,
yeah, I think I might have exited myself out of the group chat and shit. I was like,
dog
I'm out,
talk-
bro.
he officially only talked to us once a week and shit. Like, dog,
And the
shit
group
been
chat been
tragic.
dead.
Oh yeah, no, I think I might have said one word to Rico, and I think that was, "Hey, bro, what type of cheese you use on sausages?" and shit. That's all I said to do, crazy ass and
Oh,
shit. But
dog.
no, I wasn't. No, I knew for a fact because I thought, bro, we had some goddamn special and shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, it's only right that we continue this shit going. So if you is listening to this episode, this is going to be like this is our test run. We trying to figure some shit out. We trying to figure out the best formula to work remotely and shit. So you gotta give us some time to like kind of work through the little weird ass kinks. This damn near like going through how we was doing when we first did the podcast back in like episode
Yeah.
1 and shit. Just because the situation will always forever be on some remote shit. But I think once we kind of get our groove going again, we'll figure that shit out. And I mean, it don't seem as hard, especially because King face not shown. Because if I seen two other faces and shit, I'll be pissed. Especially if I see my brother ugly ass face that's in the goddamn camera pissing me clean off. You know what I mean? And shit pissing me clean off and shit. So
This
we
nigga
got
stupid.
we got some shit popping. But since I've been gone, I want to ask you niggas, how y'all been, bro? How you been macking, Rico? What's been going on, bro?
Well, for y'all that know, I'm officially back enrolled in school. I start back in January.
Oh yeah, I remember. I seen that shit.
Shout out to my wife. She got my damn laptop, the exact one I wanted. So that shit was dead cracking. I'm macking, me and my wife, we've been working on each other. Shit cool. We definitely learning that marriage is definitely a fucking test. As far as like my hanging go,
Wait, hold on, no, you ain't finna just fast forward past marriage. It's a goddamn test, bro. What the fuck happened?
you want me to nothing. It's just me and her. For like the last couple of months, we've been like arguing over like little shit, and we just trying to refocus and get ourselves back on track and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like
How long
that
you been
shit,
married
bro.
for?
4 years since 2017.
Oh,
Somewhere
okay.
around there.
Damn,
4 or 5.
it's funny. No, I just realized you have been married for 4 years. That's a long goddamn time.
Yeah,
So congrats to
time
you,
been
bro.
flying. Yeah, time been flying like fucking. Just like any other relationship. Only difference is in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of variables. Motherfuckers can't just walk away from shit. So we working it out, making shit happen.
Word, that shit sound cool and shit.
As far as my hanging go, my hanging been all right. I ain't really been on too much shit. I used to spend my Fridays at Trey House and shit, but this nigga
Oh,
NYC
yeah.
now and shit.
Yeah, me and Rico been having some. We was having some wild ass weed journeys right before I left. Actually, when I left this shit, when I left Milwaukee, I hooked dude up with all of my goddamn goddamn. I'm burping up like a motherfucker over here and shit. But nah, when I left Milwaukee, I hooked Rico up with all of my marijuana and shit. Yeah, it was all legal though, so I ain't got worried
Yeah,
about
I was about to say, you
that's
about
a
to get
fact.
him bust down.
Nah, it was legal.
Nah. That was me and Trey shit. Me and Trey literally, I hit this nigga up or he hit me up like, bro, what we on and shit. We go to that nigga house, get high, and then just randomly just start doing shit.
Oh no, we was at the little. Remember, we was at the little barbecue place. It was funny. So me and him had got high as hell and went to the barbecue place. Me and this nigga probably ain't say 3 words to each other because we was both smacking on ribs and shit. I don't think I heard Rico say it was like, "Yo, you got some waters?" No, he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to the waitress.
waiter,
He was
yeah.
like, water. I was like, what the fuck? Do I need some water? Am I finna choke? Because I just kept eating that shit like. I wasn't saying shit at all. And I was like, I want this nigga to know I ain't
the
saying a
first
word.
place I went to
shit.
the Milwaukee market and shit, and that shit was so goddamn disgusting.
Oh yeah, that shit was.
That shit pissed us off so goddamn bad and shit.
Hell yeah.
But I've been fucking with Dre and Nige and shit.
Oh yeah.
That's been cool. You know what I'm saying? Them my niggas for sure. So I'm just trying to, since one nigga gone, I'm trying to, open the door for other niggas for us to kick it too and shit.
Yeah, and that's why
And
I
then,
wanted pod going too. And shit, my bad for cutting you off, but that's the main reason I wanted to keep the pod going, just to keep niggas connected. You heard and shit, especially niggas can check in. And this was a good therapeutic shit for all of us, anyways.
That's a huge ass fact. I told that nigga Trey before he left. I was practically begging this nigga, and I don't even do that shit. I'm like, yo, we gotta find a way to keep the pod going and shit. Like this is my thing now and shit. Like I actually look forward to this and shit.
Whole fact,
You know
and we hopefully blow the fuck up. Yo, you got a smart thermostat in the back, bro?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what's up and shit. Kid, I'm about to try to get one of them hoes and shit. That's what's up. Respect, bro. Respect and shit. But nah. So you said how you been macking though? I mean, not macking, but your hanging has been alright. You going back to school?
Yeah, my hanging been cool. Yeah, school. Like I said before, I've been hitting niggas up. Just small shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Christmas around the corner, so niggas really been on their grind. Like niggas just getting
see
Christmas
the tree
shit
in the
out the way.
background, bro.
Yeah, I see you being all festive and shit. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much been it for me, bro. Ain't too much shit been shaking on my end.
Where Nigel called me a pagan for having. I said pagan. Nigel called me a pagan for having my goddamn Christmas tree lit because I posted that shit. He said, "Dude, old pagan ass." I was
he for sure called me a pagan. I told that nigga me, Zai, and Tierra got NJ a little Christmas gift and shit. He's like, nah, he can't have it on Christmas. He got to have it before and shit. Like, damn, you spoiling Christmas and shit.
Bruh, Nigel is still going to hell. That's why I understand his fucking lifestyle. I'm like, bruh, the thing I was explaining to him on our 100th episode. Oh no, I think we all had when it was me like right before I left. So right before I left, I was doing a lot of shit with the homies and shit. Like me and Dre and Nige and E, we was all going out and shit. And then me, Nige and Dre was at his house. He was talking about, you know, his little weird shit he always talking about and shit. I'm like, bruh, you know the person that's more than certain going to hell and shit? It's the person who sins and knows what's in the Bible and shit. You know what I mean? Because like it's the person that it's not the person that's I mean the person that's oblivious still will, but the person that does wrong and still or that knows
like knowingly does wrong.
Yeah, you know the scriptures and all that shit, but you still on some bullshit. And I know for a fact Najee sins constantly. You know? So his ass be throwing them stones, but it's like, bro, you going straight to the goddamn big man, bro. You gonna be burning your ass with that hot ass fire and shit. Hell yeah, but that's what's up though. But so hey, bro, glad to see your glass. You heard. Oh, and I want to tell the listeners, I'm now saying you heard and shit. That's a new lingo that I picked up out here and shit. I'm a you heard nigga now and shit. And it was some shit I kind of like morphed in. I was at the grocery store and I was buying some pickles and shit. And then I was like, I asked the damn pickle or not the grocery clerk. I'm like, yo, y'all got some more pickles you heard? And I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess that's who I am now.
Hey, after year one, you're gonna be like, you're
nah.
I got a question for you and shit for real though.
What's up, bro?
How, as far as like NYC, how different is it from where we actually from and shit?
Bro, it's night and day and shit. This shit is there's no similarities and shit. I would say none at all. I mean, it's well in Harlem ain't as fast paced as like other shits, but like you go to Manhattan, is like crazy busy. Every day is like goddamn. I don't know, it's just busy as fuck. Like the subway is busy. Manhattan, like so that Manhattan is like, you know, like the avenues, like you ever heard of like Fifth Ave and all that shit, like that should be always packed. Fucking Times Square is always looks like fucking New Year's Eve.
So is that shit true? If you walk slow, motherfuckers like push you and shit?
Well, they ain't gonna push you, but they move fast. Like not and like where I'm at now, nah, because we in Harlem, so it's like you like in a neighborhood, you know what I mean? So it's like it's not as fast. But like if you go in the city, like downtown and shit, yeah, niggas move fast as fuck. So and it'd be like, and the drivers are fucking terrible and shit. So like, and I realized why, because it's a lot of one way streets. You know what I mean? So like most of the streets are one way. So like niggas know like there's no 2-way traffic coming. So they just be driving reckless as fuck. And a lot of them are foreigners and shit. But no, it's packed. They definitely like because you know it's hella people here. So sidewalks be packed. Niggas got shit to do, so motherfuckers be moving fast. But you would find yourself as one of them motherfuckers that's moving fast when you just trying to get somewhere and shit.
You ain't got no choice but to adjust.
Yeah, that, and then I understand why people would push people. They only pushing niggas because you got to think. Imagine if you lived in this place where it was all like so many tourists all the time and shit. Like every time you stepped out, like if you go down, like imagine if you went downtown Milwaukee, all you seen was like people that was tourists that wasn't from there, and they was like sightseeing and stopping and shit. And you was
All in
let's
the
say
way
me,
and shit.
yeah, and me and you was trying to go to the barbecue spot or some shit, but it's tourists stopping randomly to take a picture or do all this other shit. If you go to like really downtown like Manhattan and shit, you gonna see that shit. You gonna see tourists stop doing that shit all the fucking time. You gonna be like, yo, get the fuck out the way, yo. Like after you just think about it, after you done seen that shit, you don't fucking care no more and shit. So it's like, bruh, you just actually in my fucking way. So I understand their personality. I quickly understood their personality faster. I'm like, oh, it makes sense why they would be more annoyed because it's like, yo, you kind of in my way because you're trying to like take pictures and be a tourist and oh my god, take a picture of the building where somebody that's seen that shit 1,000 times, they're like, what, bruh? You
All
don't
right,
get this.
one more question before you ask King about his what's the name? Is it true that all the niggas down there in New York think they're better than everybody and shit?
Nah, I mean, I haven't come across that and shit. But
All right,
so the thing
maybe it's
is,
just Dipset. All right,
nah, because the thing is, New York is a melting pot. So a lot of people that's here aren't from here and shit. You know what I mean?
uh,
So like you got people from all over the fucking world in this motherfucker and shit. You got people from here. You got people from Cali. You got people from India, fucking Jamaica, Africa. You know what I mean? Like they all over the world and shit. So like, yeah, maybe a particular person that's from a certain part of the world that moved here, maybe they might be like that. But like, it's it's almost like its own world and shit. It's literally like I don't know. It's like its own world. There's so many different goddamn cultures in this bitch and shit. That makes sense to
mm,
you, bro?
yeah. That make all the sense. You
Yeah.
know the way that the diplomats made it look like that everybody was just arrogant down there and shit.
Nah, of course, but that's everywhere. It's like shit. If you meet somebody that's arrogant in Milwaukee, but oh, wait, all your niggas like that? Nah, that's just those group of motherfuckers and shit. You know what I
Nah, but the
mean? So
diplomats made it seem like Harlem was the only place on earth and shit.
no, but I be walking through Harlem. I remember it was funny because like I've been because I've been like I'm trying to stay on my healthy shit. So I'm like I'm trying to find gyms and shit. So I end up finding this gym. And I was telling Dan like, yo, I'm about to go to the gym on because I stay on 138th, but the gym is on then what is it? I think it's on 140. It's like in 145th or some shit. But she was like, yo, you gotta walk through the project to get there and shit. And I was like, first I thought about like, oh shit, I gotta walk through the fucking projects to get to the gym and shit. But then I remember I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna walk through the projects, bro. I'm from goddamn Milwaukee, the home of the slum and shit. So I fucking walked through that shit. And I remember I was walking, and then because I had my music and shit, I was just vibing out. Then I seen this white dude. He was just walking. He was walking. He was walking like it was not a goddamn care in the world, and still was whistling and shit. I was like, what the fuck? He was walking. He was walking through the projects like he did not give two shits about none of that shit. I'm like, yo, nah, it's being gentrified drastically, yo.
I mean,
Usually
do
when
the
I think,
projects look like the projects though, or
nah. No, I'm saying it's being gentrified. So like, I
Like, so
mean,
you can literally walk through there without a care in the world, essentially, and shit. It ain't like the '90s and shit.
nah, I didn't like the '90s at all. But there's still areas. Well, if you walk through, you gonna. There's areas where you gotta what the Wu Tang say, protect your neck and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
But
how is the homeless people out there and shit?
I mean, to me, they
Are they?
just like, what's up? What you about to
No, I
say?
was gonna say, are they rude? Because California has some of the nicest homeless people I've ever met in my life and shit.
Nah, I mean, a couple home. I mean, because it was funny. Me and Danny was at brunch today and shit, and a home. This we was actually in like a little white area eating some wings and having a little vibe and shit. And there's a homeless black dude and his girl just walked in. They both was clearly drug addicts and shit. They both walk in that bitch, and so we eating, and then the dude just pull out a big ass bottle of Listerine and shit. He was like, "Hey, you trying to buy this shit?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool." And then his girl walked in. She was like chewing gum loud. She was just looking at everybody crazy as a motherfucker. Then they was asking that shit. They was asking that shit.
let's go like table to table?
Hell yeah! And then the restaurant was playing Jill Scott, "Living My Life Like It's Golden." They was playing that shit like a motherfucker. So as they was playing that, dude was like trying to sell his Listerine bottle for I don't know how much. I actually thought about copping that shit because I'm like, yo, Listerine is actually kind of expensive out here. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's
And,
expensive everywhere.
hell yeah. And I think he was selling that shit for $3 and shit. But I'm like, yo, this nigga might have pissed in that damn Listerine bottle and shit. So I couldn't trust that shit. But he had that big ass Listerine bottle. So then, you just asking motherfuckers. But nah, to Rico's question, I mean, I haven't seen any abnormal homeless behavior. They kind of give the same shit I've seen homeless people do my entire life and shit. So I'm like, it's not a homeless nigga. But I almost got into a damn fight with some homeless dude when my mom and them was in town and shit. Cause we was in Times Square and shit. We was having a good ass time, but like after a while, I'm in Times Square. I'm like, all right, because once you be here and you go, like, let's say if Rico come, I take him to Times Square, then nobody comes, like, because that's like a spot you would take people that's not from here, because it's like that's the travel destination. That's where all the tourist people are at and shit. So I took my mom and them there, and we was getting ready to leave and shit. And it was this homeless dude, and he had his hat, but he was like one of those 5%er niggas and shit. You know, them niggas like, what the hell? That shit. So I was walking and shit. Yeah, I was walking and shit, and he was saying some shit, but he had his hat and he was asking for money and shit. But the sidewalk was so crowded, I just like walked by him and I like hopped over his hat and shit. And the dude was like, he was so fucking pissed. He was like, "Hey, God, don't you ever do that shit again, God." And he was talking to me and shit. I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" He's like, "Hey, God, don't ever do that shit." I'm like, "Yo, who you talking to?" And shit. He's like, "Bro, don't ever jump over my hat and shit." I'm like, "Bro, your hat was in the fucking on the sidewalk and shit." And then we just stared each other down.
Don't insult me and call me a god, nigga.
Yeah, that shit. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, yo? That shit was wild as hell, but he ain't really do shit. He was just saying, don't ever do that shit. I'm like, bro, first off, why you trying to convert white people into Islam and shit? Like, that shit made no goddamn sense to me and shit. I'm like, bro, he wasn't even in a black area. He was in Times Square. It was nothing but fucking whites there. I'm like, bro, what? Is it okay to convert whites to Islam? I guess so. But in my brain, I saw a big ass sellout and shit. But I don't even know how I got into this long ass fucking.
Nah, that was me. I wanted to have a little quick recap and interview you real quick.
Oh yeah, no shit.
I wanted to catch up and shit, and
Oh hell yeah.
actually see how New York life is. Like, you well versed now because you done lived in 2 different states already and shit.
Oh yeah, I was telling King though. So as you can see, if we all got the camera, I got my goddamn haircut today, right? And it wasn't supposed to be this goddamn low at all. Dude just started cutting my shit low. He started cutting my shit low as a motherfucker. So because I went in there, I had a barber in Milwaukee, but now I'm in that phase of trying to find fucking barbers and shit. So I ended up finding a barber. Well, I didn't find a barber. I'm looking. So I'm on this. I don't know if you ever heard of this app called Booksy, right? Booksy is like
I heard it. Yeah.
all of the barbers and shit. So I'm on and looking at people work. I find this barber. He actually in the Bronx, so I stay in Harlem. But Bronx is supposed to be like the tougher borough and shit, like the hooder borough and shit. Like they say the crazy niggas live in Bronx and shit. So I go out to the Bronx to go get my haircut at some Dominican, because I only trust like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Mexicans to give me the type of chop I need. You know what I mean? I don't trust black folks at all. My hair, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you and shit. But so I found this Dominican dude, and then I had a picture of my haircut from Milwaukee, like the shit I was getting in Milwaukee. I'm like, yo, just give me this shit right here. And he's like, all right, bet I can do that shit. All I know is he take this big ass guard. He's like, I see so much hair coming off my head and shit. That shit was like a big ass thing, a whole fucking hoodie falling off my head and shit. What the hell? I would start getting cold as hell and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, bro, I was like, yo, I said it should be at a 3 and shit. Like, he's like,
hey, but at that point it'd be too late,
No, it was too late. I couldn't do shit. I'm like, I was like, bro, I was like, yo, this is way too fucking low. And then he's like, yeah, this is a 2.5. I'm like, bro, I said a fucking 3. I was like, technically I said 3 or 4 and shit. This nigga called it at a 2 and shit. I'm like, he's like, that's what the picture was. I was like, bro, I know how the fuck I get my goddamn. I mean, I actually liked it when he finished and shit, but that shit pissed me off like a motherfucker and shit. So My bad. I don't even know how I got into all my shit though. But yo, King, how you been macking, bro? What you been up to besides? I heard you on a hunt for a little white fat chick and shit.
No, yeah, I ain't on nothing. I'm just chilling.
Actually, hey, bark at Dre too. He was talking that bullshit to you and shit.
Yeah, he was tripping, dog. Like, I'm gonna find me a baddie. Watch.
No, you are, bro. I be seeing them. Hey, I be seeing them
King,
baddies
you ain't
liking.
sound too convincing that all this shit. I said, I'm gonna
Nah,
find me a baddie.
nah.
You
That sound
sound
like man. It sound like King finna actually come out the closet and shit. He finna be dating Will and shit. Hey, bro, I couldn't find that baddie, bro. But shit, this nigga right here hilarious and shit. Hell no, but no, how you been? Actually, King, answer this truthfully, bro. How you been macking, bro? How you been macking, bro? Let the world know how it's been going and shit.
I mean, I'm out here shooting my shot, everything, just, you know. I can't get into too much details.
Oh,
Hey
where? So you
man,
been
these
doing your
bitches don't
thing?
like nice niggas, dog. It's sorry, King. I hear you.
Nah, they like him. I'm telling you, bro. This nigga, yo, when King find a chick, he gonna be married. He actually be married before me and shit. The
For
nigga
the
King.
second time. No.
Yeah, nah, cause King, his personality too damn friendly and shit. Like he gonna be locked up pretty soon and shit.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm
somebody.
rooting for you, King, dog. I
Hey,
No,
talk to
no,
King
bro.
too. I'll be talking to King on the side too and shit.
The King, that nigga. I don't see why you would not. And yo, King, you got to train Rico on the whole computer shit because this nigga illiterate. I don't even know how the fuck he decided to go back to school with him. He still read at a first grade level and shit. This nigga stupid as hell. Like so you telling me right here that this is a sentence and shit. It's like yeah, you stupid fuck.
This
God
nigga
damn, ain't
stupid.
nothing like coming at dude with intelligence and shit.
No,
But
I
no,
got
you
you though, Rico.
nah, but that ass though, because I can't see Rico Glass in that IT because I be dealing with hella Rico. There's actually the one dude at my job that was pretty much Rico, except for his braids was nappy as hell and shit. Hey, it was funny. Oh my bad for cutting you off, King. Because at my job that shit been like hella busy and shit, and we had this one big ass reporting call and shit. 'Cause, it's the same shit. Like I've been working from home, so ain't shit changed for that. But like, nigga, it just picked up randomly for no reason. Even if I was in Milwaukee, it would just still pick up randomly and shit. But we had this one reporting call, and I was giving this long ass. I'm going through the presentation and giving this shit. Then I know where I hear it loud. Long story short, some dude was watching BMF in the background and shit. I was like, what the fuck? And he was a black dude and shit. Because I heard being little what's dude name and shit.
Little Meech.
Little Meech. I heard dude the voice in the background. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, who the fuck watching this shit? And it
Where
was
he have
wild
his
because
mic muted or something?
he forgot to mute his shit. But he's on the other black. He was a black guy on the client side. So like it was all white people, me. It's only two black people, me and then him and shit. And then
Oh man.
dude ass just so happened to be watching BMF and shit. He didn't give two fucks what was going on. Meanwhile, I was getting grilled by that goddamn client and shit. I was like, damn, this shit annoying as fuck. But no, continue. Continue. How's Mackin going for you, bro? You on any dating sites yet and shit?
No, not yet, not yet. I'm trying to make sure that I'm ready, so I can come correct when it's time.
Bruh, you better bust them chicks down, bruh. Fuck wrong with dude and shit. And also, bruh, if you do get on dating sites, they actually have it where if you Tinder, because I follow stocks and shit, so I follow Match, which is Match owns Tinder. They own like all of the dating shit, but they
Oh
just
wow.
introduced some new shit where they got an actually professional matchmaker on Tinder that's finding you like not the computer shit. They got people looking at your profile like and
And like
you got to
seeing
pay.
your data or something. Or...
Yeah, but you still do the regular Tinder, but they also will have the professional matchmakers find motherfuckers for you, and you
Oh
pay
wow.
like $5 extra for that shit.
Hey, I had downloaded that, but I see like I don't know, they wanted like $60 or something. Just you know what I mean. But I'm like, I
Wait,
guess
whoa, that shit's $60 now.
yeah, if you want like
God
the full
damn.
experience, like
Look, that shit come with some tits and shit.
I have no idea,
Right.
but I guess you got to pay to play,
Damn, that shit sound wild as hell, bro. I guess buying cooch for king it is and shit.
Hey, we're gonna be there soon, probably.
That shit wild as hell though. But how you been hanging though, bro?
Hanging cool, just me and King over here taking it easy. I've been, trying to get either a new job or a new position at my job. So I'm an IT tech too.
Oh,
Um,
where so you still progress? You like moving up, like
yeah, yeah. So we actually got a sysadmin that's leaving, and they said they're gonna open up the position, but they're gonna open it up in an entry level. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to shoot my shot for that, and what I mean, hopefully, I can take me to the next level.
oh hell yeah, shit, you do that, shit. Bro. That's what I'm saying. If I was you, I'll just keep progressing on that type shit
Yes,
because
sir.
all that other shit gonna come. Like I wouldn't even focus on that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stack up because all that other shit can be a distraction too. You know what I mean?
That's what
So
I'm
if you just
saying. Yeah, like I'm, slowly but surely working on myself. Like, make sure I'm eating right. Like, make sure, I'm able to get out the bed on time. Like, just little stuff
I
like that.
respect
Like,
that shit. What you be eating? You be eating like spinaches and greens and shit like that, or what?
I mean, yeah, but like more lately, I've been eating a lot of avocados. Like, man, them mugs fire.
Oh no, avocado is good as hell and shit.
Yeah.
I ain't eating that bullshit.
What you eating? You still eating pigtails and shit? Rico be eating some wild. He be eating pigtail
That's
soup and
don't be
shit.
talking about me, nigga. You be eating monkey ankles, so don't be talking about me and shit.
Monkey ankles, bruh. That might have been the worst joke I've ever heard in my goddamn life and shit. And you know what I was just thinking? Like that intro was the most annoying shit I've ever I've ever seen. Rico fucking dance and that shit pissed me clean off. So I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm gonna have that shit part. I would cut that shit the fuck out. That shit ain't seen a light of goddamn day and shit. Yeah, that shit definitely. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. It's a test run. That shit gonna see the light of day just because it's hilarious and shit. But
Yeah.
what I was thinking I must start doing is because whenever I download the song, it plays the whole shit. But I need to get the portion I want to have and then just chop it up. You know what I mean? So not just the song, but like similar to what we were doing on the pod, but just like have like the verse. You know what I mean? Like so we wouldn't have to wait for her to say all I want for Christmas is you. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have to wait for her to say that shit. You heard? But as far as me, Mackin, my Mackin been going cool. I just been adjusting to, living with a significant other and shit since I'm new to this whole ball game and shit.
Hey,
You
how that's
heard?
going for you though?
Shit going smooth and shit. Me and Danny been clicking like a motherfucker. It was like, kind of shocking. Like, cause I was thinking like, yo, living with somebody gonna be hard as hell because I haven't had a roommate in a long ass time and shit. But this is way different, smoother. We click hella easy and shit. Yeah, I mean, so we be kind of, it should be smooth and shit. So I haven't had any issues and shit. I've been waiting on him like, what the hell? She gonna put that dish up or then she just then she
Hey,
do that shit like a motherfucker. I'm like, what the hell? This shit ain't nowhere near as hard as I thought that shit was gonna be and shit. So that shit's been
y'all ain't
going
had like
smooth.
one of them weird little arguments about nothing yet.
Oh yeah, no, we had that shit already and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a given and shit. That's a goddamn given. Like
Facts.
who made the last thing of grits?
This nigga right here is something
Who
else,
the
bro.
hell made the goddamn last thing grits? But nah, yeah. Besides that though, like shit's been hella smooth. You know what I mean? Because like how we have it is like my desk, my work area is in the living room and shit. Kind of where I'm at right now. If you can see, got the tree and all that shit. This is where I'm at. And then her shit is in the room. So like most of the time, we are in separate areas for like the work day and shit. And now we just got I just got the TV in the room mounted and shit. So like now we got two different spots if we want to watch separate shit, we could do that
Y'all
shit
can do
easy as
that,
hell.
yeah.
Hell yeah. They just came and did that shit because we got the shit in the living room and shit. So shit's been smooth. Shit's been smooth and shit. I've been enjoying this shit. I will say I haven't really been out in New York like I like really experiencing that shit because like work been like picking up like a motherfucking shit. So it's kind of been like slowing uh exposure to the city down. At one point, I actually forgot I was here and shit because I was answering so many goddamn emails and shit. Like, god damn, this shit pissing me off. I was writing so many damn emails, just annoyed as hell and shit. But overall, though, that shit been smooth. We got a nice little system. We been cooking like a motherfucker and shit. We actually about to come up with our own little menu and shit, yo. Come up with a little menu. I've been on some chef shit, yo. I'll cook any one of you niggas and shit. I made
I
some.
highly doubt
Chance in
that.
hell.
Oh no, I'm dead ass, yo. I'm not even bullshitting.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
why
for
me and King laugh because we know how
I
slow you
know for a
sound and
fact.
shit.
No, I'm dead ass. I know for a fact I can outcook King and shit.
No, that's not happening.
Bruh, I know for I will put like both my kidneys and my goddamn my left knee on that battle
Hey,
and
you gonna
shit,
be on
bro.
dialysis after all that, nigga.
No, I'm dead ass, bro. Like, bruh, I'm gonna tell you this shit. And you heard about the infamous jerk turkey, right,
Yeah,
bruh? And my recipe for that shit got right. That by itself can wipe away most of your goddamn dishes
bro.
and
I
shit.
made a jerk turkey. Like,
Oh, bruh, I know.
I
I
grilled
know.
a jerk turkey.
No, grilling and jerk turkey ain't shit, bruh.
Nah, grilled is fire as fucking shit.
Bruh, roasting a ghost jerky is way better and shit.
Nah, I like grilled and shit or smoked.
Bruh,
Either
if you
one.
know, I'm saying if you know how to roast, I know how to roast some shit, bruh. Yeah, King quiet now and shit.
Hey,
And I
you
know
know
how
I
to
like
make
that grill though.
no, bruh. And I know how to make my meat extra tender and shit for the jerk turkey. I know you don't know how to do that shit at all. You heard?
Hey,
This nigga
it's
right
only
here is
one way to
something
find
else.
out.
King, there go that arrogance, there go that New York arrogance
I
kicking in
said,
hard.
yeah.
Nah, hell nah. I've been on this shit for a long ass time and shit. Ain't no way King finna outcook me and shit.
Yeah,
And I'm telling you right now, and Rico be making slop and shit. He be making a big ass thing of slop, talking about that shit lit. Hell no. I remember that one nigga. This nigga made us some tacos. He put corn on that shit. I was like, the fuck, this shit supposed to be clever
I
and
ain't put
shit.
corn on no damn tacos. What the hell is you talking about, you
That shit
sick
pissed
fuck?
me off and shit. I think you had fucking meatloaf on some tacos.
I don't want no tacos either.
The hell
Yo,
this
this
dude
nigga Trey be
doing shit?
lying too damn much.
Nah, you definitely did that shit, bro. That was some
No,
of the
I
worst
ain't
I
do
ever had.
no wild ass shit like that. This nigga wild liar
Nah, I
and
ain't gonna
shit.
lie, bro. Yo, I made some what I make? I made some spicy ass I made
This
my
nigga
own
made
like
some chitlin soup with his sick ass.
I was doing some shrimp. I did some shrimp shit because I follow this little page on Instagram. They be having like all the seafood recipes and shit, but they be like they just be like doing that shit, the picture and shit, like or the videos and like some amazing. It's called like seafood, like seafood some shit. I follow that shit, yo. I made some amazing ass goddamn spicy shrimp with like my own like spicy Alfredo sauce and shit. Homemade Alfredo sauce, bruh. Y'all niggas be
easy.
yeah, of course. Yeah, get some heavy creamer and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm saying I had that shit. Let me see what else I made. I made some lemon chicken, but my lemon chicken because I sliced up a bunch of fucking sliced up lemons and all this shit. But
Lemons.
it was like yeah, that's the easy ass goddamn recipe and shit. But I grated some the actual lemon skin
Oh,
and
the
shit.
Zest.
zest.
Lemon
Yeah, the
zest,
zest and
nigga.
shit. The fuck, bro? I ain't gotta say the goddamn name right, you
That's
nappy
what the
chin
fuck it is,
bastard.
nigga.
I know that's what I'm saying. I just call it lemon skin and shit,
All right.
bro.
You said it's pickle skin with your slow ass.
Hey, whatever you want to call it, just know I'm not here. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna fuck around and start a restaurant before it's all said and done, bro. My cooking take it to the next level and shit. And now
Hey,
I bought myself this little injector and shit, so I
hey,
can like
follow your
inject.
nose, man. Follow
I'm
your
telling you, bro.
nose.
I'm telling you and shit. But nah, so my macking been going good. My hanging been it been alright and shit. Job been annoying my goddamn soul and shit. Them niggas been like extra busy for no goddamn reason. That shit been annoying as
Hey,
fuck.
working so trash, bro.
Hell yeah. I'm like, yo, I still gotta do this shit until I'm old and shit. What the fuck? This shit annoying as hell. Like once you start getting used to the bread and shit, then you just gotta actually just deal with that shit. That should be too damn annoying. And niggas won't stop emailing me and shit. And then like when I fucking yeah, those emails be annoying as fuck. And then now because I had like when I was on my way to moving here, I was jumping onto a new client, and it would have been easy if I wasn't like transitioning from a new state. You know what I mean? So it was like I had hella extra shit going on at that time. But like trying to transition to a new client and moving to a new state was just a hella fucking annoying. So I'm trying to deal with that shit. And it's like a account where I'm dealing with like a bunch of colleges and shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we trying to market like get people the same niggas who put me in debt. I'm marketing people to go back. I'm trying to get people to get in school so they can get some debt
Trying to
themselves.
get them
Like
to join the boat, hop on a boat too.
you goddamn skippy I am, bro. You goddamn skippy I am. But nah, that shit's been annoying and shit. But overall though, it's just been cool. I got a gym membership. at the New York sports club. So I'm trying to get back on that shit. I had to I always had this shit where I'd be going crazy on like cardio and shit, and I just randomly stop because I had one of my goals yesterday, just like or last week of like 30 minutes straight on the treadmill. I think I
Oh
did
wow.
like 2.6 miles or some shit. And I was like, I'm good. I haven't been back to the gym since, but that's only because I was waiting on some insoles and flat footed and shit. So I gotta
Oh yeah. Okay.
make sure I don't fucking tear my knee running and shit.
Hey, that'd be so painful, like on the treadmill that long, like flat footed, like.
Bro, that shit hurt so fucking bad because like my knees was in throbbing pain when I was doing that shit. I'm like, God damn, this shit hurt. But besides that shit though, Mackin been going or hanging been going well. You know what I mean? I haven't been this broke in a fucking while, but that's because I spent all of my goddamn bread on this move and like getting all this shit. So I've been dipping in all type of savings, like just grabbing cash and just throwing that shit at the wall and shit. So I'm as broke as I've ever been. I'm as broke as I've been since like 2016 and shit.
Congrats on that
This
transition, though.
nigga crying for
I
help and
appreciate
shit.
it. No, I'm saying like we got every bro. I always thought, well, if you ever do decide to like make a humongous ass like city to city move, that shit expensive as a fucking
No,
shit.
that's a huge fact. I've
So
definitely heard people say that shit is it's a crunch. It's a hard gut punch for the first 4 to 6 months and shit, and then after that you should be good and shit.
and I'm waiting on my job because they supposed to be expensing me out for this shit. But
Oh, so
now
they're gonna reimburse you.
yeah, well, for they originally it was supposed to be they supposed to originally for that $5K and shit, but now the niggas talking about some of that shit don't count. I'm like, because you had to upload your receipts of like everything you purchased, and for them to like tell you like, all right, here's what we're gonna reimburse you on and shit. Some of that shit they was like, nah, that don't count and shit. I'm like, what the fuck,
What?
bro? They tried to tell me some of this shit didn't count and shit. I was like, yo, hold on.
Hey, like
So-
you start spending money, like you think that you finna get back.
Oh
but,
no,
like,
no, I already told them. I'm like, nah, yo. So I'm gonna hit up the because I'm waiting to see what HR send me back because I'm still gonna get majority of his back, but they trying to take off small shit like, oh, we can't put the TV on there and shit. I'm like, nah, fuck that, yo. Y'all told me what the deal was, you know what I mean? So we gonna see and shit. But overall though, shit's been smooth and shit. And I'm still waiting on that, and I'm getting the bonus too and shit. So I'm waiting on that shit to come through. You know what I mean? And then I can stop being so goddamn broke and shit. Hell yeah. So if y'all niggas want to send me some bread, let a real nigga know and shit.
we gotta GoFundMe started for you, Trey.
Oh hell yeah. Good old GoFundMe. But no, let's get into some of these goddamn topics though. So if y'all been under a rock, Drake and Kanye West, they've been having a feud for maybe actually this shit been going on for maybe like I want to say 5 years, 6 years. Kanye is the reason why everybody know Adonis was Drake's son.
Hell yeah.
Kanye is the reason why fucking Drake had to change his whole album, Scorpion and shit. Because everybody blamed Pusha, but it was really Kanye who pushed the fucking button on that shit. Kanye is the reason why Drake and that Puma deal fell through. Pretty much, Kanye was the reason why a lot of that fuck shit happened. But Kanye started to hang around Larry Hoover Jr. and then Larry Hoover Jr. Dad is in prison, so Kanye was doing this free Larry Hoover benefit
concert.
Yeah, this benefit concert, and Drake is not friends. He got mob ties with Jay Prince, and Jay Prince is cool with Larry Hoover Jr. So they in cahoots with like freeing Larry Hoover Sr. So Jay Prince is like, hey, Drake, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck that bullshit, that little girly ass beef y'all niggas got. That's pretty much what I feel like.
Concert, nigga.
Oh hell, he's like, bro, y'all both, and I was agreeing with Kanye when he said that shit. When he was like, bro, we both professional rappers and shit. Like, you think I'm finna go to Drake and shoot him and shit? Like, you think I'm finna find Drake gonna find me and shoot me and shit?
No,
So
he was saying some real shit for sure. Dawn said, Drake, you can stop all that tough shit. Dawn said, you ain't gonna put me on the t-shirt.
Nah, I don't think
that.
Drake will, but I think Drake know niggas who would have put Kanye on that shirt, bro. I think that's
yeah.
I don't think Drake would have did it. Of course not. He said he had mob ties. He didn't say he was the one that making hits on niggas.
Yeah,
But
clearly he do got the ties because nigga Jay Prince is out there making both of them niggas act straight.
hell yeah. Hold on, let me finish this shit though. So, um, Kanye and Drake, while we were gone, they ended up diffusing the beef or ending the beef. The beef was over randomly. Drake uploads this photo of Kanye at his birthday party. Kanye has a shirt that says like "I love Drake." Didn't he have like a shirt that said "I love Drake" or some weird ass shit like that?
Yeah, some weird ass shit. I ain't even watched the stupid concert. I just seen like pictures of it and
Oh
shit.
no, I wasn't talking about the concert. I'm talking about the party prior to the concert when Kanye was at Drake's house and it was at remember that when they was letting the world know. Remember I posted in the group chat was like, yo, these niggas don't like each other still and shit.
Oh yeah.
Kanye had a shirt that said like, oh no, he had a lanyard that said VIP or some shit like that. You know, like pretty much like I'm VIP at Drake's house and shit. It was just weird as hell. And Jay Prince and them was all there. So then Kanye and them passed up their beef. Then Kanye ends up getting Drake to do this fucking benefit concert, which I watched and I thought that shit was lit. But let me ask y'all, do y'all think the Drake and Kanye friendship is legit? Starting with King first. Let me hear what King got to say and shit.
It was moments during that concert where they was kind of standing next to each other, or like one of them be rapping and like the next one was just standing there. I don't know. It just didn't seem like authentic. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Like
tell you that. Oh, go, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's just pretty much it. It just really didn't seem authentic to me.
Shit, when I was watching that shit, it seemed like Drake played all his goddamn diss songs.
Yeah, man. One of the first songs he played, it was saying something like, "Don't."
No friends in this industry. What is in my budget? You niggas ain't no kin to me. It's a fact. Like
He was
that
like, "We ain't
whole,
finna beef and then sit down and talk about it." Like,
yeah,
like
bruh. I was peep. I think Drake was there to say fuck you, bro. He's like, I think Drake was there, even though Drake did 24 hours and all that bullshit. Drake, Drake the king of subliminal messaging and shit. Drake know how to take those subs at you too damn well. So he like, I know we was both forced to do this shit because the killers wanted us to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like Jay Prince, Larry Hoover was like, yo, do this shit. But at the end of the day, you ain't no kin to me, and that's a fact. That's what
Fuck
Drake
this.
said and shit.
Let me go on ahead and give it up real quick. First off, this whole shit look like you know how your mom, you know how you and your brother are arguing. Your mom used to be like, y'all gotta hug and make up, or y'all can't go nowhere. That's how the fuck
Hey,
this shit look with them two
facts.
niggas right now and shit. Like Jay Prince basically like, you two niggas got my money and y'all finna have to straighten it out and shit. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
even
Like,
think it was about money though. I think it was Jay Prince was saying, you two niggas, well, not even you two niggas, Yo Drake, I'm your protection. So if you want to continue this beef, you won't have any protection from me at all. So you know how you saying
that could
mob
be
ties
it.
and all that shit. Like
Uh,
because like if you lose me, all of that shit you talking about, what you can do to niggas will end.
First off, the niggas don't like each other still.
Yeah, Drake played
From
all
what
diss songs there.
I was just gonna say, from what you just said, and now that I think about it and I hear it, this sound like the perfect opportunity for them to. They could have did a whole bunch of their hits that they did together and shit.
Let me tell you this shit. Drake played all diss songs. Kanye played all hits. Kanye went into this shit to show Drake on some verses type shit. I was having this discussion with Nice Nice and like he don't see that shit. I'm like, yo,
That's
Drake,
exactly what that was.
yeah, yo,
Because
if you
Drake
want,
is meticulous like that.
bro, not even Drake. I'm saying if you look at Kanye, what songs he played at the concert, it wasn't a current song. He played All to the Lights, All Falls Down, Jesus Walk. Like
It was
he's
like
like
something off of every album almost.
bruh, he was treating it as if it was a versus. Drake was playing most of his songs off of the current
Bruh.
album.
All the
And it
niggas
was
was
all
doing was masking. All the niggas was doing was masking their hatred and shit.
yeah, them niggas
That's
still hate
all
each
this
other,
was
bro.
and shit. That was masking hatred. Kanye was going through it like, I mean, cause let's just be clear and shit. Kanye hear all the shit that everybody be saying. Kanye done heard a million times that Drake will wash him in the verses, right?
Yo,
And all Kanye did was like, all right, well, if motherfuckers feel like that, I'm gonna just take this opportunity in this concert. I'm gonna do it meticulously. I'm gonna
yeah,
take a page from I'm gonna take a page from Drake book because he said it on Drink Champs. Like, yo, Drake is a very articulate person and shit. And Drake ain't do nothing because you got to remember he was already finna do this concert anyway and shit.
yeah. Oh no, you're not articulate. He said he was a very
Meticulous.
meticulous person. Yeah, meticulous.
Yeah,
He said
and
articulate. This nigga Rico crazy.
no, I said meticulous.
No, he said articulate, bro.
No, I say articulate. Dude,
Yo,
ears just
King,
little
what
as
he
hell.
say,
And shit.
bro?
Rico, you said articulate.
Dude just started fucking lying for no goddamn reason. We both heard that shit. Fuck wrong with this liar.
But King got a plunger in his ear and shit. But anyway, this
That
nigga,
was one of
all
the
they was
gayest
doing,
jokes I've ever heard, bro. Keep going.
all them
shit.
niggas is doing is just masking their hatred and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this was a great way to mask it. Like, I'm pretty sure Drake wanted to really get down on some shit. He really could have got down on some shit. Like, at the end of the day, all it's gonna take is for somebody to say something crazy and then the whole beef go get back on and shit. Like, them
No,
niggas.
bro, the beef is. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I was because I watched the whole concert and shit. Think about it like this: Kanye went from playing gospel, like a lot of gospel songs, and he sung one of Drake's songs. You know, he saw "Just Hold On, We're Coming Home." He was singing. Kanye was singing that shit. So then Drake sung 24 Hours. You know that 24 Hours Kanye West song.
Yeah.
He was singing that shit. And then out of nowhere, after that song, mind you, Kanye was doing mostly gospel type shit. Well, not mostly gospel because he was doing a lot of his hits, but he did some gospel songs. Drake did one of Kanye's gospel-y songs, which is 24 Hours. Right after that, he goes into Sins. I got sins on my mind. There's some that song and shit. Like, bro, Drake is so fucking meticulous, bro. Like, I was watching that shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know if y'all seeing what I'm seeing. I think only person that's gonna catch this shit is Joe and shit. You know, Joe be catching that shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Only person that's gonna catch those subs that Drake was doing, like, you go from 24 Hours to Sins. And then he was like, he even did a song where he said, on that Travis Scott song when he was like, text over strikes. You know,
he did that?
Yeah, he performed that shit.
Damn, I didn't think he was gonna do it because of the whole little Travis Scott shit.
Oh no, not my bad, not that. Listen, what's the other song when he talking about he don't wear no 350s around me? Some shit about pretty much just dissing Nikes altogether and shit. Or dissing Adidas altogether and shit.
Yeah.
He did that shit again. I think Drake, even though he kind of looks like a clown because he did this show with Kanye and they was hugging and all that shit, I think he only had to do it because he didn't want to use his mob ties. And I think when it's all said and done, he gonna be like, yo, I'm not gonna go against fucking Jay Prince, bro. If he tell me shit ain't cool, he gonna wait for Kanye to fall off the rails, which Kanye will do again and shit. We all know Kanye gonna say some wild ass shit in the next coming weeks, like, yo, Drake, we ain't cool no more. You ain't get Northwest nothing for a birth. You know, he gonna find some shit.
Yeah,
Be
he
back
gonna
on
find
that
some shit to say.
bullshit. So I don't think that shit legit at all, yo. I think the niggas still hate each other and shit.
Oh, another sidebar thing. If we finna get off this topic, another sidebar thing. I wanted to ask you this since we back on the pod now. How would you feel about Jay and Dame being back cool?
Oh, shit, I think
Since we talking about beefs and shit.
Yeah, nah. I think it's good. I think yo, Jay-Z is old as fuck. That's what I want to say. Jay-Z.
I never understood the beef though. Like, I just never understood
I
how
understood
bad
the
that beef was and shit.
No, I understood that shit. Dame Dash tried to sabotage fucking Def Jam and shit. Well, he pretty much took Cameron. He tried to split the whole Rockefeller, not Def Jam, Rockefeller. He tried to take all that shit, and Jay-Z was like, "No, fuck out of here and shit." So I feel like the beef was more so about control and also like who's trying to sabotage the business. And Jay-Z felt like, well, not Jay-Z, Dame Dash felt like Jay-Z was turning his back on.
Well, I was just finna say, because Dame had a valid point too. It sounded like his shit.
Yeah, no, it was
sound like for a minute, it sounded like Jay was doing his own thing too, any damn way and shit.
That's the whole point. But I'm saying Cameron was a huge ass signing and shit. When Cameron went, you know, when they was taking them players like, yo, I'm gonna take him. That's kind of what kind of went left for them and shit. And it was like, all right, well, nigga, you do you. But I also heard Dame was on some Fugazi shit with the books too and shit.
Okay. I just thought I'd slide that in there.
Oh no, but I think they should squash that shit though. I don't think they will ever be as cool as they once were though. Because I think
I can agree with that. Yeah,
Jay-Z is just too much of a boss for him and shit. Although Kanye West might have passed everyone, this nigga's a trillionaire and shit.
No, this nigga Kanye West said I put everybody in the text and tell them I'm richer than all y'all.
Nah, Kanye wild as hell.
That's a wild ass shit to do.
I'll tell you one nigga, he ain't richer than Pete Davidson, bro. Pete Davidson dunking fucking his wife and shit.
No.
Dude, dunking fucking the hell out of Kim, yo. That's just wild as hell.
Hey,
That nigga
Dog had
Kanye
a
went.
way and shit.
at the end of one of those songs, he was like, "This is," he was like, "More personal. Kim, come home." Or
Oh no, he
something.
didn't say Kim. He said more personal. Kimberly,
Yeah.
come back to me. I said, what the hell? She ain't coming back to your big face ass, bro. She enjoying Pete Davidson and shit. Yo, but that actually brings me to that shit, yo. Is Pete Davidson the new hits, bro? Pete Davidson out here taking everybody, girl. Think about
I
this
don't
shit.
know, dog.
No, I'm gonna name all of his hit list is crazy. He took Mac Miller, girl. He took what's her name? What's the fuck is the singer name and shit?
Was it Ariana?
Ariana Grande. Took her from Mac Miller and shit. Took Kim
Oh
K.
yeah, he did. Oh shit.
Took Kim K from Kanye and shit. Now
He
he
got
supposed to
Miley
be
Cyrus right now.
yeah, he supposed to be giving Miley Cyrus the pipe and shit.
Oh yeah,
What?
Pete Davis out here living this shit for sure.
I'm not understanding how the hell is he getting women, yo?
Hey, I know what it
going
is,
on?
bro.
What
I
is
know
it?
what it is, bro.
What is
It's
it?
the shit that me, you, and Nige got, dog.
What's that?
The funnies, bruh.
Nah,
The
but he not
funnies.
funny though. He not funny at all.
He
and
white
shit.
people funny, dog.
No, he not, bro. I know white people. Will Ferrell's white people funny. I watch and I be like, damn, Will Ferrell's fucking hilarious. Will Ferrell
he
can't
got
fucking. Will
he
Ferrell
new
can't
age white
date.
people
God.
funny and shit. And
No,
I don't even think he that funny and shit.
So you think Will Ferrell can get? You think Will Ferrell can date Kim K and shit?
I don't know. I mean Kim Kardashian to fuck anything and shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, bro, Pete Davis is out here he taking rapper girls and shit. That shit is wild as hell. He
That is
actually able to do
wild.
that shit. Like, how the fuck
Yeah,
is he
but
taking rappers? Is
Pete-
like the coolest of cool and shit.
So SNL is like the cool clubs kid of comedians and shit. You know what I'm saying? SNL is like you hit SNL like your plateau and your status is going up and shit. So it's like once you hit a certain stage, like your pussy rate go up too and shit. Like that's just what happens.
But I don't think it has nothing to do with his status though, because I feel like most people know when you talk to him, you kind of downgrade and shit. Because like Kim K
Is
don't
it a
gain.
downgrade though?
No, Kim K is not upgrading by talking to Pete Davidson and shit. She might have upgraded when she talked to Kanye because he was putting on that fashion shit, different shit.
Yeah, but
Kim
that ain't no
K,
different than Hitch. Like remember Hitch? Like
I know that's what I'm saying.
talking to the fat chick, talking to the fat dude wasn't an upgrade for her. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he just brings something different to the table.
That was my point. That's what I said. I'm not saying Pete Davidson is the fat guy on Hitch. I'm saying this nigga actually Hitch. And shout out to Will
Nah,
Smith.
Pete Davidson to be
My
the fat
boy.
dude and shit.
He the fat dude?
Yeah,
But
he'd
I'm
be the
saying-
fat dude, dog.
But the fat dude's only pulling one girl. Pete Davidson has a list of chicks that he's getting. And they
Yeah,
all
but
beautiful and shit.
he'd be synonymous with him because now it's like Kim K is so out of his league and shit. Like they honestly they not even supposed to be in the same stratosphere and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was able to pull it off. That's like a huge ass feat and shit.
Hey, did
That's
that
like
start when she went to SNL that night? That's probably where it all kicked off, ain't it?
Oh,
yeah, damn,
I
that's true.
forgot about that shit. Damn.
I did forget about that.
I'm thinking he might be saying some wild shit. What is he saying? Because he getting top of the line. Like there's other comedians that's just as funny as him. Why is is another comedian on SNL that ain't popping like him? That dude that be doing a little SNL news shit. Why he ain't popping like Pete Davidson? What's Pete Davidson doing? He's like a bad boy comic and shit, or what?
Everybody like once you on SNL and shit, like it's like tiers and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gonna be tier A, B, C, or D and shit. Right now, unfortunately, Pete Davidson is tier A and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he at the top and shit. Like,
but how did he get there? That's what I'm trying to figure the fuck out.
That's a question that I couldn't answer and shit. But
he don't have no notable. He got one movie. That movie he did was okay, but like he's not like an A-lister when it comes to movies and shit. He don't have like
A-lister with getting pussy though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. He must got some wild new like weird sex shit he doing to them and like kind of fucking their brains up. I don't know. Like, or he might, I don't know, yo. That should be blowing my mind. I'm like, what are these chicks seeing them? But I mean, one thing I noticed is not black women. It is like, Caucasians or like Ariana Grande is like
Hispanic or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hispanic.
maybe he letting them pee on them or some shit like that. Like who knows what kind of freaky ass shit dog into and shit.
You ever seen that Pete Davidson movie and shit?
Nah, I didn't.
That
Oh, the
shit's
King.
actually
It's
good.
called like King of Brooklyn or some shit like that.
Staten Island.
Yeah, Long
Yeah,
Island.
King of
That
Staten
shit's
Island. Yeah.
that shit's good because it's like it shows you his life. Like he was like a hood white boy and shit. Like from this dirt, you know what I mean, from the poor areas of Long Island. Like, so I wonder is that plant that's helping him? Like he's not this little, you know, pressy ass white dude. He's like the new what's that white guy's name that was banging Pamela Anderson? You remember her and shit?
No.
Or remember dude that
Or
was
Tommy.
Tommy Lee. Is
Okay.
Pete
Yeah.
Davidson them are like the new Tommy Lee because like I don't know if he's considered in their mind like a bad boy or some shit. Like they might be looking at him as like, yo, this is a new goddamn
I mean,
bad boy.
if he bad, then what the fuck is Travis Barker and all them other niggas? Then like he just
Well,
another white dude with tattoos and shit.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Travis Barker was once considered bad, but now they not though. They like corny and shit. Pete Davidson is like the new millennium bad boy and shit for white people.
That's some wild ass shit for him to be the the consensus and shit.
Think about it like this. I just thought about it. I think I just solved this damn puzzle. There's only two bad boys right now, the white bad boys in the game and shit. That's out here just running through chicks. Pete Davidson and Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber was like corny as hell, but now he's also
Yeah, but
considered a
Justin
bad.
Bieber can sing and shit. Like
No, I'm
everybody
just saying,
knows,
but he's
niggas that
considered a
sing
bad
get
boy too,
booty.
though. Remember, Justin Bieber was like beating people's ass and all type of wild shit,
Smoking
that's true.
weed.
and like Pete
He
Davidson.
was in the hood singing and smoking weed and shit. So,
Hell yeah! And remember the one dude that was a bad boy, but he's not anymore. Was Eminem because now he considered corny. And remember Pete Davidson was dissing Eminem like, "Yo, you corny as hell now." And shit.
He did Eminem.
Oh hell, he said that shit like a long ass time ago. He was dissing Eminem and shit. So I think Pete Davidson might be the new standard for bad, like bad boy, white boys and shit for
yeah,
white
that's
women.
sick. That's a sick ass mark to be on this shit.
Yeah, out here knocking down Kim K. So I nothing but respect from you and shit.
Nah, that's some wild ass shit. I mean, big ups to Pete Davis, man. You managed to get Kanye West to sing on TV about his wife, and then the next day she still tell the nigga she want to be legally divorced.
Oh
and
no,
shit.
she said I want to be as separated can be and shit.
Yeah,
said,
she don't want his name, nothing and shit.
She's
Hell
not
yeah,
watering
I'm
it down or nothing, just a full fledged.
Yes, I don't know. They be on it. They be on his.
I mean, I know I complain about the media and shit, but that shit was pretty fucking hilarious and shit. Like,
But-
dog go and do the concert, and then 8 hours later they like, well, Kim K basically said she don't want to fuck with you like that, nigga.
But
She
then
don't
why
care about
Kim K
your
was
weird
at the
dick.
show though? Remember, not the concert. She was at one of those. Remember, he was doing those live pop up shows and shit at the little
She was
stadiums.
there at Virgil funeral thing with him and shit.
Yeah, and then she came out in like I'm talking about the on RP to Virgil, but she came out in like a wedding dress at one of those stadiums and shit.
Yeah,
So I don't know. That shit was just weird as hell. I'm like, what the fuck?
she weird.
You know?
She giving off plenty mixed signals and shit.
Nah, I think she just about to. We all know Pete Davidson not about to. Well, I don't know. He's a corny nigga, so he might wife her up. But I don't think so. I think he's just gonna be hitting that. I don't know. Pete Davidson cornball. He might wear. She might dump this nigga. So which
I mean, is
He
it
might
over
get
already though?
engaged
Because
to her ass in a couple months and shit.
wait, old King just said some shit.
I mean, yeah, is it over with Kim K already? Because he on Miley Cyrus now.
He just running
Hell
through the whole
no.
shit. Molly's trash though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't
Yeah.
nobody thinking about Miley ass.
remember, she was a hip hop rapper at one point and shit. That shit was crazy.
She's
What
gonna
was that song
suck
she had
cock so
about the
bad.
Jordans?
You said what?
What was that song she had about the Jordans?
She's like, I been
Oh,
wearing
with Juicy
Jordans.
J and them?
Oh yeah,
I hated that shit.
Yo, we sold out hip hop like a motherfucker. If you really think about it, like we really just sold hip hop down the goddamn. We sold that shit down the river, bro. We
Yeah,
didn't give
that
a
shit
fuck.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Anything to get a hit. Anything. That shit was disgusting.
hell yeah. But hey, shout out to Pete, bro. I can't hate on if you gonna go in and get these girls, then shit, bro. Do your thing, bro. Just say something for me, you heard?
You
see how that- see how-
for me.
You see how that shit went. But
Maybe one of us can dye our hair blue and see what happens and shit.
hell yeah. Let's see what we want to get into. We got some more hood. Well, we can get into some more serious shit. Y'all want to get into the Kyle Rittenhouse shit or the Jussie Smollett shit?
Let's do Jussie then Kyle.
So Jussie Smollett, if y'all remember, most of y'all know the story when he said some dudes put a noose on
We
his neck.
told you niggas that he was a liar, and then y'all tried to kill us for it.
Yeah. What, they tried to kill us for it?
Yes.
What they say?
Everybody was trying to kill us
Hold on,
about
back
that
up
shit.
the mic, bro. You way too on that. You yelling on that bitch. No, go, bro.
No, everybody was trying to kill us about that shit. I remember that shit. Niggas was like saying some wild ass shit to us about that shit. Like, yo, this nigga Jussie a liar. We predicted that shit.
We did.
Like,
And
soon as it happened.
you know what's wild? That was our first episode ever. And now
Yeah.
you know what I just thought of, Rico? Our first episode remotely, when I'm like officially remotely, is 1-on-1 and Jussie Smollett is getting locked up. Our first episode all together was episode 1.
Yes.
1-on-1, episode 1.
We talked about R. Kelly and Jussie Smollett ass, and all of us sat in that room and looked at that shit when this shit first happened, and we said, dog, that shit ain't happen like that. Everybody. And then niggas was trying to kill us for it, and then everybody was online like, y'all gotta support gay people, and
That's
he got
a
a
whole
news. And then all of us was just sitting right here looking like, yo, y'all really believe this nigga was out there in Subway at 3 a.m?
Bro,
like,
that
nobody
story,
believed that shit.
I remember when I first heard the story, I questioned before it was even a trending story. And I remember like hearing the news outlets pick up, and I was like, I just remember that shit just did not click with me at all.
That story was so far fetched. Like, I don't know how he even conducted that.
I remember before it was
Two
even a
random
story.
Nigerians and shit.
Yeah, and apparently they was both banging him is what came out in court. They both was like, wasn't they both banging him? Wasn't it like they had one in the bathhouse and shit?
He had went to the bathhouse and was giving out handies and shit to one of the director dudes too and shit. Like, dude was just doing some wild ass shit.
He on his way to prison.
Wild, nasty shit.
But I heard his ass was like hella sassy in the courtroom and shit, telling the judge to like, he was like, hey, bro, shut up. You can't say that shit in here. So
no, dog they talking about how arrogant dog is. Like, he acting right now like, fam, what kind of disillusioned world that you live in? Like, this shit didn't happen to you. Nobody jumped you, dog. Right. You know what I'm saying? You paid for somebody to whoop your ass because you wanted some more movie roles and shit. Like,
I don't even know if it was that though. He paid. I don't know. I think it was like, I think it was he got caught up on some other shit. Like his lover quarrel was went AWOL, and then he didn't know how to get out of that shit.
Oh man,
he just kept making more lies, and then it just got out of control. And now
I want to listen to that first episode again so we can hear our predictions again.
Oh,
that's what
I'm
gonna do.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure we was definitely spot on with that shit. I think you stood steadfast on that one about the lovers quarrel, and I think me and Nigerian was saying some other shit, and I think Drake has said some other shit too. But all together collectively, all of us was like, yo, whatever he said happened didn't happen and shit. Like we was for sure that shit didn't happen, and I'm so glad that it came to light and shit. Like, dude was basically he basically almost started a race war and shit between the gays.
I remember all that shit because it was like a heightened sense. That was before the protests and all this, but I remember it was like it was just more and more shit happening. I just remember seeing that shit going across the screen.
He might have been the spark that the gay movement pretty much
like
ran with it now and shit. Nah, not need. They ran with it. Like, you gotta think, bro. Ever since that happened, the gay movement pretty much been steadfast on everything. Like, yo, you fuck with anything concerning us, we shutting your shit down and shit.
Pretty much.
That might have been the spark, bro.
I don't know if I agree with that shit.
Because
remember he was getting clowned pretty much like I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks after that story had came out. He was getting clowned right away and shit. So the gay movement was already doing their shit. They kind of backed off of what Jussie was talking about, like, pretty fast because that shit didn't make a lot of sense to them. So I don't agree with Rico at all. I feel like he was just saying some bullshit just then.
Who?
You would, but that way he ain't sparked the damn that movement and shit. He was trying to He was trying to.
I didn't say that he sparked it. I said my specific words was he might have been the reason why that whole thing just started going more steadfast. At first they was doing their thing and shit, but when that shit happened, you cannot tell me that everything that was aligned with gay wasn't like the strongest
No, I
movement on
know.
earth
That's
at
what
that
I'm
moment.
saying. I'm
and
saying
shit.
he was trying to piggyback off that shit. But when they start realizing that his shit didn't sound right, they was starting to like, oh shit, like, yo, we not on that shit. Like, I remember when people started backing off of his story and shit. Cause remember he started becoming a joke pretty fast and shit.
Yeah, I didn't say that they didn't back up off him. I said that how you start a fire and shit,
Yeah.
and that shit just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't put this one out and shit. Like I think once they got their voices really heard and shit, it just took it to a whole nother level and shit. Like
Yeah.
that shit was just like I just specifically remember like them. I just remember the LGBTQ like doing their thing and shit, and then
Right.
after that, it hasn't stopped. Like it's just been steadfast. Like anything that you say in correlation to gay people or anything, like they busting your ass and they standing on
This
you and
nigga
shit.
Rico. Hey, you know we on camera now, so your whole takes is hey, as y'all can see who said that shit.
Yeah.
This nigga Rico, hey, they know because this whole shit getting uploaded. So yo
Oh
ass,
yeah, I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ at all and shit. It's just I'm just like shocked. Like
yeah.
they I don't know. I might be on the Chappelle ledge with this one. Like,
Wait till
yo,
your
they,
shit.
they they voices is way more stronger than the average black man and shit. Like, yo,
Hell no, that shit's funny as hell. Hey, you
but
heard
you
it.
can't say that it ain't true either, though.
Hey, bro, you heard it. You heard it from
Nah,
Rico,
don't
man.
be pussy. Nah, don't be pussy now and shit.
Hey, bro, you heard it where Rico stands.
Oh, look at Trey being pussy. Oh,
Nah, bro, I agree and shit. I agree
yeah.
with
I
that
was
shit
just
like
gonna
a
say, grow some
motherfucker.
nuts, nigga.
Hey, I just
Shit.
grew some and shit. You know what I mean? I
Grow
agree
some
like a
nuts,
motherfucker.
nigga.
Yeah, I
But shout
agree.
out Jesse, dog. Jesse, you a fool
No,
for
he
this
on his
one.
way to prison now, so
You a fool for
damn.
this one, Jesse.
And Empire went up in flames, so they kind of was like after that whole shit, he couldn't recover from that shit.
Bro, I think they was trying to cancel that shit while this was going on and shit.
Yeah, that shit was pathetic as hell, but you know.
And dog, the wildest part about it is dog said they put a noose around my neck and peed on me and shit.
He was thinking of he was thinking of some damn fantasies he had and shit.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah,
Whole time, dog.
but that's
He
how you
had
know
just
when a lie is a lie when they start throwing too much sauce on that shit. Like he was doing too much sauce with that shit. Like
yo, he was doing way too much. Like if you'd have just been like, yo, I think he probably would have got away with it if he was like, yo, two Nigerians just beat my ass and shit. Like, yo, we threw the noose on there and then I think he said they spray painted some shit or something like
but
that.
I don't even understand why he. I'm trying to figure out why he even
Like, what's the
report
motive?
it. He
Like,
shouldn't
I
even
just
report
told
it.
you for he wasn't getting no attention on the show no more, bro. So he needed some attention, bro. I just told you.
Oh shit! Damn.
Nigga was
Well,
an attention whore, bro. Like he just wanted, it's just like fame and shit. Fame do that to everybody. Like once you get a piece of it, you just want more of it and shit. His ass
yeah.
just wasn't getting more of it. Like
I
his
mean,
sister is more famous than him and shit.
Yeah, that's a whole fact.
So it's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna let my sister outstage me? Like I know I'm a girl too and shit. That's how he was thinking. Like I'm a girl too and shit.
Hell yeah.
I can't let her outstage me and shit.
God damn, we can't been saying nothing but facts right now.
Like, so that's just keeping that shit a being. Like, yo, like he wanted the attention, and unfortunately, he just went to some drastic ass measures to do it and shit.
Yeah, nah, he was on some bullshit. Well, so I guess
But I wondered if
I
they
mean,
charged the Nigerians
you
too
know what
and
I was
shit.
thinking because like I listen to Star and shit, and then people always call it and be like, "Yo, but prison gonna be a breeze for him and shit." I don't think so. I think even although he's gay, I still think like you don't want to bang niggas in prison and shit. They're gonna be doing there raping you and shit. You know what I mean?
I don't think prison to be a breeze for. Well, okay, so when they say prison to be a breeze for him, I think they probably speaking along the lines like he didn't do no horrendous ass crime and shit. So people might not fuck him up for it.
Nah, I ain't saying fuck you up. I'm saying they're gonna still target him as somebody that they can bang and shit. Now,
Oh yeah. He
so
definitely finna be eye candy for somebody.
but
And
that's
shit.
what I'm saying. And remember, he had that song on Empire. He was like, "So what? I'm gay." Remember that song and shit. I think on in prison, I don't think they're gonna care. Like, I think people be misconstruing prison. I think prison is still bad for, regardless of your sexual orientation. Like, prison will be bad because you're not choosing these people and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're not choosing just because you're gay don't mean you want to talk to everyone in there. You know what I mean? And it might be some old disgusting nigga that's like, all right, it's time for get down. You know what I mean? So like that shit's still going to be awful as fuck and shit. So that's fucked up. But
I
hopefully,
mean, he might get one of them sweet prisons, though. You don't think so?
yeah, I think he might get one of those because I know when you a high profile person, they might
They're
give
like a
you
celebrity.
yeah.
Did you see what I did there with the
They was
sweet
talking
prison?
about giving him probation at first.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they was talking about it at first, but motherfuckers ain't playing with people no more. Like that's I'm gonna be honest with you. If he get probation, that's honestly like a slap in the face and shit. That's a huge slap in the face.
I mean, bro, he a black man in the day, so I would want him to get probation just because.
And I'm so glad you said that because that's where on one side of the fence is like, damn, he get probation. I guess that ain't all bad. And that's so fucked up that we consider that a victory and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of all the fucked up shit that happened to us in America, like, that's so fucked up that we put in a rock in a hard place where it's like, on one hand, the nigga really do deserve the prison time. But on the other hand, it's like, yo.
Wait, did he really deserve the prison time? Did he did anything violent to someone?
He almost incited a race war and shit.
Nobody was ready to pick up arms for this nigga and shit.
But he said they put a noose around his neck and shit.
I wasn't ready to do shit about it. Was
you? Wasn't, but a whole bunch of other motherfuckers, Jesse Jackson, all them niggas was running down there to Chicago and shit like, are you okay? Huh?
Oh, damn, you was right. Son? I forgot when Jesse Jackson was down there and shit.
Yeah, like, nigga was finna incite a race war and shit.
That's a whole damn fact.
Like, so, I mean, that's why I was like, yo, like, on one hand, you like, damn, dude, this nigga really, should he really get the time? Or it's just like, that's a shame that our victories got to come with a caveat and shit. Right. That's so fucked up. But that's America that we live in and shit. That's
how the cookie crumble, huh?
Nah, that's some fuck shit.
But
he deserved to sit for a year or so.
I don't think. I mean, I would prefer. I don't think he did shit to really go to prison. He might just need to be embarrassed. But the Empire's already done with this shit, so
his career over with. So
yeah, I think it's a wrap. I think he should just, get a little ankle bracelet. You know what I mean? Go mingle and shit.
Put some charms on it.
Yeah, throw some charms on that shit. Rico trying to solidify himself as unemployed and shit. But hey, I don't know, y'all been keeping up with that unemployed bill? Like they about to give
Georgia.
Black women finna get $650.
It was $850 in Georgia.
$850 just for being a black woman and shit.
Black women, listen, I'm so happy that y'all getting this, but if you got a good dude at home, break him off something, please.
What the fuck? That's some of the worst advice I've fucking heard.
Yo, don't be selfish. Don't be selfish.
No, hell, bro. Black women need that goddamn cash, bro.
You said don't hide that.
Didn't you just hear me say if you got a good dude at home, i.e., King is the perfect example. Do you think it'd be fair for his wife or whatever? Do you think it would have been fair for his wife to get the $800, right? And King doing all this amazing shit, right? And then she just take the $800 and then just go kick it and shit.
Yeah, but I don't think he cared because he already getting his own cash. He's like, yo, do what the fuck. I don't want to.
It ain't about if you care or not.
But I'm saying some dudes don't even want to be a part of that damn discussion and shit. Like, I don't even want to have this added shit about, yo, do what you want. I don't give a shit, yo. And am I right, King? Hold on.
Now you finna get me into a whole nother.
No. I want to ask King. I want to talk to the goddamn horse's mouth and shit. I'm saying, yo, even if she get an 800, you like, bro, I don't even feel like dealing with you on that shit. So take your shit, do what you got to do. I ain't trying to be jumping back in the weeds with that goddamn bread. Am I speaking some factuals and shit?
I mean, the first probably 2 or 3, I might need some of it, but then after a while, I was just like, you got it.
The fuck is you talking about, Trey? I'm a good ass nigga and I'm doing all this right shit. You mean to tell me I can't get $100 of that?
All I'm saying is all that shit gonna do is just increase the stress level. Because what it is, if you gotta remember this shit, she not for
if your girl is thorough and she a real motherfucker, she gonna slide it to you just on GP because you a good motherfucker.
But I'm saying if that isn't the case, you already know. Like the situation
Then
is
leave her because she's selfish as fuck.
that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, if you did leave your partner, and you're like, bro, I'm not gonna go back and ask you for some cash. We already don't fuck with each other at all right now. Let me hit you up and be like, yo, let me get a little bit of that shit. You don't get the fuck off my line, even though you might need or want it. Y'all will both have to go in that. You have to jump back in that.
Yo, we got niggas got to
hold on, Rico. Because beginning of the pod, right? King said, "Yo, I'm eating right. I'm doing all this shit. I'm in a good space. I'm good and shit." You want to invite that type of energy just to get some little ends because you already know once you invite that shit back in, you're gonna get back to your state of like, yo, fuck this shit. Am I right,
But
King?
you should have to invite it in the first place.
No, yeah, for real though, I think it's definitely situational though. Like, I mean, right now, me in a good spot, like, I ain't too much tripping on it because, like,
that's what I'm saying.
I ain't say it was my money, but like, if we was in a house together, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about currently, not if y'all in the house together. Yeah, of course, y'all do what y'all do. I'm talking about right now. She get that bread. You don't even want to invite that headache back in your life.
But that's different though because now you just put a different stipulation in. The stipulation in now is like we not in a good place and we not in the same house. Of course, you're not gonna do it if y'all not in the same house or y'all not in a good place.
Right,
that's different. If we're in the same house and I'm taking care of everything that I'm supposed to as a man and shit, like your thoroughness as a woman got to be like, you know what, babe, I got this bread. I'm finna bust it down because as a man, the very first thing you do, and King can attest to this, nigga, when you get paid, King, the first thing you used to do, damn, what can I do for my wife? Am I lying?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Niggas need to quit doing that shit. Start being honest with shit like that. If the motherfucker get $800, bust it down with your nigga. Give him something.
She ain't busting that shit down, yo.
What kind of selfish ass shit is that?
Bro, we all know the facts of the matter, bro. She ain't busting that shit down.
And that's why her ass needs to be lonely and shit.
Look, you think Danny gonna bust it down or what?
Oh, hell yeah, for a fact.
So what the fuck is your difference between us and you, nigga?
No, I'm saying, but Danny actually fucking likes me.
Hey, that's a whole fact. Niggas is unwanted.
Hey, hold on. Trey, hold on. You ain't had to walk me down the alley like that, dog. With a flashlight at, dog.
Oh, shit. Man, that shit funny as hell.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, nah, that's a whole fact, though. Well, I guess Rico's saying you get that 800, bust that shit down.
Yeah, like, don't be stupid.
But no, you gotta remember, though, because you know how, like, we in that culture when it's like, you know, it's kind of
we in the culture where niggas get stoned for anything. Fuck
that's
that.
What I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. We in the culture where if I get some money, I'm like, yo, let me get a little bit of that. Damn, broke ass. You know what I mean? Like, you asking for money now and shit. You like, yo, the government just gave you this shit. I can't get it. You like, damn, yo, broke ass always asking me this shit.
Yo, you just selfish ass shit is that, dog? You just got a free 8-piece, my nigga. I can't get 100, 150 to that. Like, damn.
Yo, more than anything, that shit is tanking the goddamn economy and shit. And people don't understand what that shit will actually do and shit to the economy, but like, just it's so much shit that like politicians don't get when they like when you print more money that doesn't exist, you just create a fucking snowball that's gonna send us into
sound like more debt,
bro. That you see what's happening right. So remember when I was last year we was having this humongous ass discussion. It was like me, Rico, and Dre and shit. We was talking about like the stimulus checks and like how that would affect the economy and like how that would like increase inflation and all this shit. And I think it was me and Najee or me and Dre. We was having this like deep ass economic talk and shit.
It was all of us.
Yeah, and I was talking about like price of goods and shit, more workers. Do y'all know right now we're in they call it the Great Recession or the Great Resignation and shit, which is more people because you know you got once you start having an influx of cash and people don't have to work for it, which means like there's not enough production, which means like workers aren't doing shit, services, building products, building homes, building all this shit. Like the labor that needs to grow the economy isn't out there because I'm getting free money, so I ain't gotta do shit. We was having this whole What you saying?
I've been saying help wanted signs everywhere. Like
Bro, it's a great
Bruh,
recession or the great
the great
resignation.
resignation.
everything that you said is 100% facts, Trey. But
Well, I'm saying
let me play
hold
devil's
on,
advocate though.
hold on. I'm telling you, we had an episode last year. We predicted. Remember when those stimulus checks was coming out? We was like, yo,
Absolutely.
we predicted this shit. We knew. I'm like,
What was
this is
gonna happen?
yeah, and that's what's happening right now. And yo, now that they finna do the little $850 shit, that's finna continue to spiral and shit. That's what I'm saying.
No, listen. How can? But okay, to play devil's advocate, right? How can you tell somebody to go back to work when they just made
I'm not telling
$100
no one
million?
to go back to work.
No, not you. I'm just saying in general. How can a person tell somebody else to go back to work when they was getting $1,200 a week, right? Or even the whole crypto space now has made hundredaires and millionaires and shit. Like, how do you
Billionaires
tell
and
somebody?
shit.
Yeah, how do you tell somebody to go back to work? How do you tell somebody to go back to work after that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you can't tell me to go back and bust my back when I just sat up here at this computer and I just spent my last $500 and I became
right.
a millionaire overnight and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Oh no,
it's
you
so
making a
many
million.
different.
Yeah, if you're making a
It's
million, of course you're not gonna go back. If I
yeah,
made a million,
it's so many.
yeah.
Dog, it's people that's making it's 100 heirs right now that's not going back to work because now they like, all right, I'm gonna take this money, reinvest it again, and now they just learning. Like, the one thing that the pandemic did outside of making the world stop was make people a little bit more smarter.
That's a whole
And
fact, especially with the AMC and all that shit that happened
yeah,
and like Dogecoin.
they didn't have no choice. Like, we had to adjust to a world that we wasn't even adjusted to living in. Like, we not even adjusted to living in the regular world.
That's a whole fact. Now Rico
You know
speaking
what I'm
nothing but
saying?
facts and shit.
So now niggas gotta figure out ways to
Well,
make money
they
and shit
doing
like
it
that.
though.
Niggas,
Companies are doing that shit right now though. Like companies are there's a benefit chase right now and shit. Like now you got companies that's like, yo, I'll give you a 401k, pay for it. Like, you know, at Target, they saying like if you decide to work at Target, they're gonna pay for your entire college, like they'll pay for your entire schooling and shit.
That's
If you work at
wild.
listen,
Target.
the
Cause
incentives
like
that
they call
the
it
incentives,
they calling it a benefit war. Like all of these smaller companies, cause like that's the good thing about capitalism and like being in an open market and shit. It's like or competitive market. Like everyone has to adapt their strategy to get what they need and shit. If you need more workers and more workers are quitting, you gotta figure out, all right, what do these workers want? You know what I mean? So like now I know y'all all quitting because hey, we ain't paying enough. All right, we can increase our wage. We could be the only company paying $30 an hour. Oh, now I'm gonna have workers because I want to make $30 an hour. Because if you go, because you know there's places that's paying like Chick-fil-A, they pay their fucking workers $20 an hour and shit to be
bro, listen,
fucking
the
workers at
incentives that
Chick-fil-A.
they giving people now is ridiculous. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
said, like, nigga, Target is giving better incentives than most Fortune 500 companies right now and shit.
They are a Fortune 500 company.
No, I'm
That's
talking about
wild.
like bigger ones and shit.
Well, I'm saying Target. Well, you just talking about at the level that the workers are. Like
Yeah,
Target is like you
yeah.
want. Yeah.
You
But
are right. You are right. I'm saying that for people that
entry
don't
level
necessarily.
workers, like the
Yeah,
cashiers and the like
yeah.
baggers and like those
They
niggas.
giving them better incentives than other motherfuckers are
The
and shit.
niggas that
Like,
like at the fucking marketing departments and like the
yeah,
directors and shit like these, because like, hey, you either sink or swim and shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you don't have a fucking choice. So
And if people were smart, like, this is the one time in the world where I tell people, like, if you smart, if you young and smart, take whatever incentives that a job is giving you right now and use it to your advantage.
facts, bro.
If Target is gonna tell you that they're gonna pay for your college and shit, go find whatever college that you can get into,
Facts,
let them pay for that shit, and then do whatever you want to do after that. Because
bro.
now you pretty much finna get yourself out of debt and shit.
Bro, people that's coming up right now is in the sweetest state ever, bro.
Like,
Benefits. Oh, like
facts.
imagine if you was like 19. 19 I'm gonna toss it to you, King, because I feel like you ain't speaking like an hour and shit. But Matt, fucking go, King. What you gotta say and shit?
Well, no, I was just thinking like too. You know, a lot of these companies now they got these crazy start bonuses too. Like my mom was telling me, you know, my mom a nurse or whatever. She was saying that one company they was paying her like, or you know, in the the job letters or whatever, the job listing. She said it was like they was paying like 80 an hour or something like that. But then also they was giving you like 10 G's just to, you know what I mean, your first
Right.
week. Like,
I'm telling you, because bro, supply and demand. That's all our shit is based on, bro. And when you have a shortage of supply, right now there's a shortage of supply in workers and shit.
Yep.
So you gotta figure out how do we increase our supply. You gotta meet them where they what the shit they need and shit. Everybody gotta acquiesce. It's almost as similar to like how like the NBA like y'all hear about like the baseball on strike right now because they got a players union like yeah, we need to make all this goddamn bread and shit. But if people ain't willing to agree on it, this is the first time everyday workers are starting to have that type of power and shit. Cause like you got mega
Jobs is
corporations
realizing like nigga, y'all need us.
not even
Y'all
you,
need
that's
us
what
to
I'm
make
saying.
y'all money and shit.
Especially major corporations like a Walmart, like a corporation that thought like, yo, I can pay you $5 an hour. There's gonna be somebody willing to take this shit. Now you got people like, bro, I'm not working at Walmart. They're like, Walmart, like,
That's
oh
a fact.
shit. Or you got people like, I'm not working at Target. Like Target, like, nah, not if I pay your shit.
Bruh,
You know
it's
what I
at
mean?
a point now where you gotta pay a motherfucker so much that it gotta be what they was making at home and shit. Like if they was making $1,200 a week, you gotta bump it up to $1,600 or $1,800. Like shit gotta start making sense for people to actually want to go to work. Because otherwise, people ain't finna do nothing. Like, bro, literally, we living in the age of self-made thousandaires, millionaires, billionaires, and shit.
No, that's
like
a whole
the
fact.
uprising of this shit is so ridiculous right now.
Mhm.
Every other day, the internet is giving us a whole different way for us to make some kind of money.
Rico over
You know what
here
I'm
preaching
saying?
that good shit right there, ain't he?
And it's almost to the point now, like, bro, and I used to didn't believe this, but I kind of understand it now. Like, yo, if you're not making any kind of money now, that's on you and shit.
Bro, and then it's the self-driven economy, the self-starter economy, because you got Ubers. So like, you know how like niggas is like, back when we was coming up, it was like, all right, I got to go find a job at restaurant or retirement center or hospital, whatever the fuck. Now the options are because like technology has like exploded the options of what you can do now and shit. You can go do that, or you can drive Ubers, or you can deliver food, or you can deliver groceries. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a whole economy started of like people like, yo, actually, I would rather make this easy as money driving Uber, where I ain't got to deal with you as a boss because technically I'm when you
I
Uber
make
drive,
my
you kind of
own time.
yeah, you make your own time. I pick when I want to go in. I think that part of the economy is killing the traditional style, which is like they gotta have to figure out.
Actually, and you know what? Can I add on to that, Trey? You know another big.
Hey, we could do your damnedest, bro.
You know another big thing to that too that changed.
What's up?
Childcare.
I don't know, El King. What you gotta say about these NFTs, bro? No,
that's what
Childcare played such a critical part in that, dog.
Rico put on his thinking cap. He legitimately put on a thinking cap and shit.
It's just I've been having a lot to say. That childcare shit played a critical part. People having to find ways to be creative as far as like people having to be creative, having to find a way to be creative as far as like taking care of their kids and shit like that. Because now, nigga, your job don't give a fuck about your kids no more and shit. You know what I'm saying? They never cared about your kids. So now you gotta figure out a way to like, yo, am I gonna feed my family or am I gonna take my ass to jail and shit?
But now they I'm gonna take my ass to jail. I ain't even hear that wild ass shit. Dude just said, I'm gonna feed my family or take my that shit was wild as hell. That's wild as fuck to say and shit. But nah, he done there made me forget my damn train of thought and shit. Damn, what the fuck was I about to say? Oh no, now jobs are saying like I don't even know how we got into this job topic, but I'm here for this shit. Now jobs are fucking saying, bro, like you can like whatever your most pressing needs, because like I said, it's a benefit war, meaning like everybody's trying to differentiate themselves amongst their competitors. Like, all right, I'm gonna do college, and then company's like, well, I'm gonna do childcare and shit. So like, I'm gonna give you a free ride to school. And they're like, well, I'm gonna pay for daycare for blah blah. So like,
right,
everybody is. But that's why this is a beautiful time for workers now, because like now companies are forced to listen.
Bro,
to
y'all got so much leverage, so much
leverage because it's. Bro, they can pay you what you can actually. Back in the day, you know how like now when I started making like a salary, I was actually had the opportunity to negotiate a salary. Like, yo,
you stole the words right out of my mouth. Negotiation is so huge right now.
Yeah, like because normally in wage jobs you can't really just be like, yo, I think I should make blah blah blah. They like no, they will tell you where the position started at. But now since there's a shortage of workers, you can be like, Here's my qualifications. Here's blah blah blah. Here's this and this. I think I should make X, Y, and Z. I just seen this shit happen. I literally just seen my mother do this shit at her job and shit. Cause like jobs are so scarce. She did this shit recently and shit. And like they have to listen because they like, all right, fuck, we either do this shit and don't have no fucking body. And
Yeah,
they have to do that shit. One, because it's
jobs
so
is
hard to
hurting
find
so
good
bad right
workers.
now.
Even if you find workers, you might find trash workers. So it's like if I find a good worker, I have to pay them. So the jobs that had like a minimum skill set too.
Bro, they not even drug testing.
Also,
the shit is so low right now.
There's a Rise dispensary in New Jersey I gotta go to. I need some of that shit badly, bruh.
Oh
Need that shit
shit.
badly.
Hey, find
You
that shit
still got
somewhere
something?
me. I got plenty of shit. I
Oh,
wish
you still be
if I
enjoying
knew
that
I
shit?
wasn't gonna go to jail, I'd mail you some shit, but I don't want to chance it.
Nah. Hell, I was about to say, you probably could. Next you know, Rico ass locked the fuck up. I'm like, damn, it was all good a week ago and shit.
Yeah, we're
but
statewide trafficking.
nah,
No, you
I'm
definitely
gonna
gotta
take
find
that.
me
No,
again.
I found one. No, they got there's one. It's in New Jersey. You know, New Jersey ain't that far away and shit. But I'm gonna make that trip
Yeah.
out there because I definitely missed that amazing little vibe and shit though. But
No,
no,
that's a fact.
that was a dope little discussion though. I was gonna get on this Kyle Rittenhouse. You want to get to Kyle Rittenhouse, or you want to just save this up and just wrap this on up for this little test episode and shit?
We can wrap it up. That was a pretty good. I mean, we had an hour 35. We don't want to
Hell
do too
yeah.
long.
I like that y'all can see the time too and shit. We all can see the goddamn time and shit.
Yeah, that was a great ass test pod actually.
Oh hell yeah!
It
But
was dope. So
our episodes will get better as we start to get used to the technology and start getting used to the remote location and shit. So, but it seems like we really started to catch steam towards the end of that motherfucker. Though I ain't gonna
No, we
even
start hitting
hold
the
you
ground
into.
running this shit. Like fuck.
Hell yeah! So I'm like, I already know once we continue to do more and more of this shit, and now we actually have videos, so we're gonna be uploading this shit. You see Rico face, you see my face. Meech face gonna be where King face is and shit.
ouch.
Actually,
No, I'm
King
just saying.
might be. Actually, we might have King in here doing the timestamps and shit.
Oh no, or King can partake if he get a. I mean, he say if he get a camera, like I wouldn't mind. I don't give a fuck if you want to join this shit, join it. You know what I mean? As long as you have, because I want everybody to be able to see our faces, because I feel like the audience getting to know us and like who we are. Now that we can actually upload videos and shit, I feel like that shit would be A1 and shit. As
Hey,
long as
next
we
time
go.
y'all start recording, I'm gonna have a camera.
Oh yeah, make sure you get a little tape up and shit. You know what I mean? Because Rico.
That's another thing. Hey yo, when this whole shit had started, you couldn't find a digital camera, no fucking where.
Oh hell yeah! That's why I'm like, yo. That's what it's almost like, yo. We could have damn near should have been doing this style anyways and shit. I'm gonna edit this shit and see how it all sound, but I think this shit gonna be alright though. But appreciate the listen. This is episode 101. We fucking back.
Shout out King.
Shout out King for coming through.
Rest in peace to Alex's father and shit.
Oh no,
his
and
dad
also
died and shit.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Alex's father. R.I.P. to Dre's grandpa.
Yeah, Dre's grandpa.
Yeah, there's a lot of traumatic loss. So praying for strength for those fellas, my homies and shit. Make sure them boys are good. You know what I mean? But yeah, make sure you love on your loved ones and shit. You know what I mean? And y'all all be good and happy holidays. We're gonna keep coming with this shit. This is episode 100. Stay tuned. We got some shit coming from YouTube. We got some shit coming from SoundCloud. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram.
Shit finna get different now that this nigga done found this shit.
Oh hell yeah, we found this technology and shit, so we all good. You know what I mean? But thanks for listening. We're gonna see y'all next week. Talk to you soon.
Peace.